All right, this is part two. Sorry about that. I went over time. So when you see this video, you're gonna have a small, like, I don't know, 4 second clip, whatever it is, 10 second clip, because whenever my camera goes over 33 minutes, my camera cuts. That's why sometimes you get small, like, 3 second, 4 second clips. That's why around 33 minutes I shut my camera off because it cuts, obviously. This is the final part. I'm only gonna make like a 1 hour, like 10-minute video, guys. Um upload the video. I'm gonna go get my beer and smokes. And yeah, I'm gonna eat some food after. Some beef Wellington, right? You guys know beef Wellington? Yeah, it's good food. I'm gonna eat some beef Wellington with like potato salad. Beef Wellington's amazing. Gordon Ramsay's a fan of beef Wellington. He serves it at his restaurant and all stuff. You see a lot of beef Wellington in the Hell Kitchen shows, right? Yeah. Yeah. Because guaranteed Peter, he's gonna try and like he might even try and push for a lower salary for the actors because he's greedy. Peter's a greedy pig, man. He's a greedy animal. Yeah, man. Peter's a greedy animal. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Second year happens. I fly in my 12 stars. I fly in my 11 stars of Von Joj, you know what I'm saying, and all them, right? And I send in to Von Joj. Peter, me and Peter discuss. Peter's like, I've been paying 500K. That's good enough. You know what I'm saying? And the rest of his money, just give it all to me. I'm like, no, Peter, I'm not gonna let you take all the actor's money, man. Like, Peter, stop being greedy and stop being fucking cheap, man. 500K is not a great paycheck for Von Joj. That's a good paycheck, Ivan. That can last you for 3, 4 years, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Peter, man, it's not a great paycheck. It's a good paycheck for a minor role, but for a major role in my movie, it's a shitty paycheck, man. It's a shitty paycheck for a Hollywood celebrity. Really, Ivan? Yes, it's a shitty paycheck for a Hollywood celebrity. A very shitty paycheck, I'm saying. It's a shitty paycheck for a Hollywood celebrity. It's a shitty paycheck for a Hollywood celebrity. It's a shitty paycheck for a Hollywood celebrity, I'm saying. It's not a great paycheck. You know what I'm saying? And Peter's like, Ivan, man, Von Joj is not worth a 4 million, 3.5 million contract, Ivan. He's not worth that, Ivan. Pay him how? If you pay him that, he's ripping you off, Ivan. Like, Peter, neither are you worth $800 of my profits, Peter. Of the profits, Peter. Yeah, Ivan, I'm playing her. Yeah, you're much bigger than them. That's why I'm paying you way more than them, but you're pushing it. So, Peter, you already signed your $500 deal and you're still trying to suck the actor's money? Like, how greedy are you, Peter? Stop, let go of your greed and stop, let go of your blindness of this greed and just know that what you're doing, think about what you're doing here. 500K is not a great paycheck. Peter, man, Avon Joy is going to film for a good year in Switzerland. Blood, sweat, and tears. You're only paying 500K. He won't work as hard, man. He's only going to walk away with like a $260,000 check in his bank after taxes and his agents. That's a good paycheck, Ivan. He can get some his nice car. It can last him for 2, 3 years, Ivan. Peter, it's not a great paycheck. You pay him 4 or 3.5, he'll walk away with like a 2.1, 1.9 million check in his bank. You give him 5.5 million dollars of the royalties. Sign a nice deal for the game. He'll make what, like 5+ million after taxes in his bank. It lasts for 10, 15, 20 years. He'll work harder for you, Peter. But he walks away with millions in his bank. It's not fair that me and Reach sign that massive deal and you sign your what, your massive $500 deal. It's not fair to the actors, Peter. Okay, fine, Ivan. Pay him. Fine. Ivan, pay him 3.5 then. Don't pay him 4. He's not. Okay, fine. I'll pay Evangeli 3.5. You're going to pay him a bit less. Yeah, Ivan, you're being too generous. 4 million, you're being way too generous with Evangeli. Pay him 3.5. Fine, I'll pay him 3.5. Evangeli won't be mad if I pay him 3.5. He knows he'll walk away with about 2 million in his bank. 1.9 million in his bank after taxes. It's still a lot of money. He'll make like 300,000 less. $300,000 is a lot of. There's a lot of money, obviously. If I pay him 3.5, he won't be mad because he knows he'll never make that money in Hollywood. I'm saying. Avondre knows he'll never make that money. Avondre knows he'll never make that kind of money in Hollywood. I'm saying. I know. I bring in John Boyega. He tries to pay. Ivan pay John Boyega 1.5. That's good enough, Ivan. He's not worth $8.9 million, Ivan. Mike Peter, stop being greedy. $1.5 million is not that great of a paycheck. He's only going to walk away with like 500 grand. That's a lot of money. I can last him for like 4 years, Ivan. Mike Peter, it's not a great paycheck. Like, he knows me and BJ signed that master deal. You sign your master deal. Pay him a good paycheck. That way they brag how much better my company is. Yeah. Oh, someone's calling me. Yeah. Yeah, he looks something crazy. Obviously. Okay, fine, Ivan. Pay him. Ivan, don't pay him 8.9. Pay him 8 then. You need to save more money. Okay, fine. I'll pay John Maega 8 instead of 8.9. He'll make what? Instead of making like 2.7, 2.8, he'll make like 2.5 million after taxes. Because don't forget, pounds are worth more than the Canadian dollar, so he'll make a bit less, obviously. John Maega will make about 2.8 million bucks if I pay him 8.9. I pay him 8, he'll make like 2.5, 2.6 million around there. 2.5 million bucks after taxes and his agent. A lot of money. That's millions in his bank. And he'll make plus his 5.5 million. Obviously, but I'll pay John his 8.9 because, like, Peter, let's pay him 8.9 because Tassitonis is a major character. He has a lot of scenes in the movie. Yeah, okay, fine, Ivan, pay him 8.9, yeah. But John Maega's agent might try and even push for 9.5, 10. I'm like, look, man, I'm not paying him any more than 8.9. That's good enough. He doesn't make this in Hollywood. Guys, I'm not fucking stupid, man. I know John Maega's not an A-list actor. By then, he might be an A-list actor. If John Maega is an A-list actor, by then I could pay him 9 instead of 8.9, right? So if, I don't know, in 5 years I see John Maega doing like a few big budget movies, and he becomes an A-list actor in a good like 4 or 5 years from now, I can pay him as 9, obviously. But chances are he will still be a rising star. So I'll pay him 8.9, a value of $8.9 million. That's good enough for him. And you give him $5.5 million. What? Give me a sec, guys. Someone call me. Somebody is calling me. I'll be back in a sec. Sorry about that. Someone was calling me. Yeah. Obviously, yeah. Like, Peter, if you pay these guys this kind of money, they're going to work harder for you. You're going to get a better movie, better acting than what you got for what? Your Lord of the Rings and Star Wars and Marvel. Yeah, it'll work much harder for you, Peter. Because they're getting a fat check. John Maega's walking with like, I don't know, $5 million check in his bank, about a $5 million check in his bank. Avon is walking away with like a $5+ million check in his bank too, yeah. Carl Urban's walking away with like a $7 million check in his bank because he lives in New Zealand. And so make even more money, obviously. That's $7 million can last you for 20 years, 25 years, man. At least a good 20, 25 years it can last you. Carl Urban will be, all these actors will be set for life once the money they make off Zanus. Even if they don't get roles in Hollywood, they have millions in the bank to last them for years. But all these actors will be successful in Hollywood. They're all going to get offers. Some of them will have very successful careers. Others will have not bad careers, pretty successful careers. They're all going to have pretty successful careers or very successful careers after Zanus. I told you, even though they're going to have successful careers, they're still going to flex shit as their side tensions, Sarah. They'd rather work for me than work in Hollywood. Sarah. Peter's like, Ivan, this is madness, man. Like, you're overpaying all your actors, man. This is madness. They're all making their A-lister salaries, Ivan. Like, they're not worth this money, Ivan. This is crazy. My Lord of the Rings actors got peanuts, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? You're paying all your stars like their A-lister salaries. You're fucking crazy, Ivan. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Pay Carl Urban like $750K. That's good enough, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? He'll walk away with a couple hundred grand back. It's good enough. I'm like, no, Peter. Pay him 4.5 the way he works hard for you. What it is a supporting character. If you want him to work hard, Pay him his millions. Pay him 4.5 and give him a nice piece of the profits, $5.5 of the profits, and sign up a nice deal for the game. If I do the game, if I don't do the game, he'll make his 5.5 and his 4.5 million base and his potential money for speaking earnings. It's a good deal for Karl Urban, and he'll work harder for you, Peter. He'll work harder for you than what he even did for the role of Amber in your Lord of the Rings. Ivan, for Lord of the Rings, he made peanuts, Ivan. He didn't make much money at all. Yeah, he didn't make much money at all, and he still worked hard. So imagine how much harder it worked for you knowing he's going to walk away with, I don't know, $7 million in his bank after taxes. 6.5, 6.8, $7 million in his bank after taxes, yeah. If I don't do the game, Karl Urban will walk away with his $6.4 million plus check in his bank after taxes. Around there, right? If I do the game, he'll walk away with his $7+ million. And you also have speaking fee earnings. Walk away with a bit more, 7.3, 7. Yeah, something crazy. $7 million check, Ivan. $7 million is local, man. This is how much A-listers make after taxes in Hollywood, Ivan. This is crazy. This is madness. You know what I'm saying? What is wrong with you, Ivan? You're overpaying all your stars, man. They're not even worth the royalties, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is your money, Ivan. Like, you're the main show. You're the main show, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna let these actors just get your money like that, Ivan? You're fucking crazy, Ivan. I would never give them a piece of my what I'm paying them is good enough. What you're paying them is good enough for their base, Ivan. I'll walk with millions in their bank. They're ripping you off, hands down, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? You might tell me, Ivan, I'm just saying, man, they're hands down ripping you off, man. Like, this is your movie. You're the star of the movie. You're the main show, Ivan, not them. Yeah, they're Hollywood actors. They help build the buzz, obviously, and they're going to you get around a movie, but they're worth the millions. They're flat millions in assets. They're not worth taking a piece of royalties, Ivan. You're fucking crazy, Ivan. I would take the whole treasure for myself. But I know you would, Peter. You like doing this for all your movies. Hence why what? I know you like doing this while you like taking all the treasure for yourself for all your movies. You did it for King Kong. You did it for Lord of the Rings. You did it for The Hobbit. And I guarantee you did it for Get Back too. I guarantee you for Get Back, the millions that it made, you took a good chunk of the profits and you left all your crewmen with peanuts, obviously. You left everyone else with peanuts because you're greedy. You're a greedy pig. You like taking all the money for yourself because Peter's a greedy pig, obviously. He's a greedy animal, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Peter's a greedy animal. But because I paid the actor so much money, Peter will be so shocked. Like, yeah, Ivan, this is like the biggest contract ever for entire cast in movie history, Ivan. No cast has ever made this kind of money, Ivan. In Hollywood, how it works is only a couple guys that make a lot of money, and everyone else gets shittier money. That's how it works. Hollywood does not have this kind of budget, Ivan. He'll finally hit Peter. Yeah, Ivan, I don't have to worry about the actors slacking off, not working as hard for me. Because I know because we took care of them. Yeah, we took care of the actors. We made sure they're paid well. And you know what I'm saying? Ivan, you're spoiling them with luxurious buffet. You're giving them 3 beers once a week, and you're also paying them their millions. You're getting a piece of rollies. They're gonna work harder for you, Ivan. Harder for me, Ivan. Yeah, Peter. All these actors are gonna work harder for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I bring in Don Cheadle. Peter's like, Ivan, pay Don Cheadle like $4 million, Ivan. He's only worth like $4 million. I'm like, no, Peter, pay him 10. Pay him 10 and give him a nice like 0.03 or like $15 million of profits. Ivan, this is crazy, man. He's not worth $50 of royalties, Ivan. I'm like, Peter, Don Cheadle was a big actor. He's the biggest out of all the actors. Pay him a good like $15 million of the profits. $16 million of the profits. It's a good deal for him. $15 million is good enough. Pay him $15 million or $16 million of the profits. Ivan, you're signing him to a $26 million deal, Ivan. This is madness. This is how much guys like Will Smith and them make in Hollywood, Ivan. Yes, and that's why Don Cheadle will destroy the role of Meramis. Because I paid him a lot of money that he doesn't even make in Hollywood, so I'm saying. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Pay Djimon Hounsou is 10.9. Give him a nice $5.5 million of the profits. Obviously. He'll work hard. Because he signed like a what? Like an 8. If he doesn't do the game, he signed like a what? Like a $17.5, $18 million deal. Djimon Hounsou. So I'm saying $17.5 million deal he signed. A massive contract. He'll work really hard, Djimon Hounsou. So I'm saying. Ivan, Djimon Hounsou is not worth 10.9. He's only worth $2 million. I know, Peter. But Cassius is a major character. If you want him to destroy the role of Cassius, pay him a lot of money. That way he works really hard for Peter. Yeah, Ivan, I read your book. Yeah, Cassius is a very major character, Peter. That's why John Boyega, Djimon Hounsou, and Evangelos, you got to make sure those 3 actors make a lot of money. Because those are like the 3 major characters of the story. After Tactius, right? Tactius is the main character, but the 3 major characters, when you read the book, obviously, are Papyri, Suetonius and Cassius. Those actors have like the most scenes in the movie. And Lithia and Job and all of them and Bell and all of them are supporting characters. They have a good chunk of scenes, but they're supporting characters. Whereas those Cassius, Tacitonius, and Papyri are supporting characters too, but they're more major. They have a lot of scenes in the book when you read it. And that's why you got to pay Alphonse Joji a lot of money, pay John McA a lot of money, pay Digimon Su a lot of money. So I'm saying they work really hard for you. You get an amazing movie. You're gonna see me, John Boyega, and Digimon Su. We're cousins. We're all close. I'm saying we're close. You're gonna see, yeah, we're cousins. We're close. Obviously, yeah, we're cousins in a movie. Something cool, yeah. And then Papyri is Tactius' best friend, pretty much. I don't want to spoil the story for you, obviously. You know what's up, guys? I'm gonna go upstairs and get more. I'm gonna go upstairs and get more. I'm gonna go upstairs and get more coffee. It's because if we don't wait, don't hate me. You know what I'm saying? Alrighty, sorry for the wait. I'm gonna talk for good maybe, I don't know, 12, 13 minutes. I'm gonna shut this camera off here. I'm gonna upload it. And you guys will enjoy the video with me and I don't know, soon, later on today, right? Yeah, I guarantee Peter might try and suck the money off from the crewmen and the act. He might try and do that. Because Peter is treated like a god in Hollywood. He's used to getting all the money for himself, obviously. Hence why he might try and do the same thing for Zanus. But I'm not going to let him do that for Zanus. Like, Peterman, I'm not going to pay these actors a shitty salary. I'm not going to let you take all their money, man. No, man. You're already making more than enough money. $500 million is enough money. What these actors are making, Peter, is peanuts with how much you're making. It's chump change. You're making your You're gonna walk with like $300 million plus in your bank. That's more than how much like 99.9% of all these actors are worth in Hollywood. And these Hollywood actors are only walking with a few $1,000,000, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, $11 million in bank. It's possibly how much you're making, Peter. You're just being greedy. Because Peter knows he's much bigger than the actors, he wants more money. He wants like $600, $700 of profits. Because he's greedy all the time. Like, Peter, I'm not gonna pay you that. You're fucking crazy. He was a greedy animal, obviously. He's greedy. Really, Ivan? Yeah, Peter is greedy. He's a greedy animal. He's a greedy animal, Peter Samsara. Peter is greedy, obviously. Trust me, if you pay these actors that kind of money, Peter, they're gonna have that smile on face. They're gonna be happy. I know if I pay Avon Judy 500K and what and Digimon Zoo like 2 million, I pay, you know what I'm saying, I pay what Carl Urban like 70K, they might be a bit angry because oh yeah, oh man, I'm doing all this bustle volunteers for a shittier paycheck. Yeah, they'll still work hard for me obviously, but they might resent me and Peter because they know the kind of money me and Peter are gonna make. They know the kind of money Peter's making. They might get a bit pissed off, and they're not gonna brag how much better my company is in Hollywood. Yeah, Ivan's company pays as much as Hollywood. Pays as much as Hollywood. Yeah, I only made like 750K. Yeah, if you pay him like 4.5, 8.9, you know what I'm saying, like $4 million, they're all gonna brag how much better my company is in Hollywood. Yeah, because in Hollywood they know they don't make that kind of money. I told you to make your two, three, $4 million in Hollywood, you have to be a pretty big name star. Otherwise, you're not gonna bargain for that kind of money in Hollywood. You see what I'm saying? Huh? As I told you, most rising stars and biggest actors bargain for their 400, 500, you know what I'm saying, $1,800,000 for their movies in Hollywood. Whereas if you want to bargain for your 2+ million, you have to be like an A-lister star, a smaller A-lister star at least, to bargain for your $2 million plus in Hollywood. If you're not a small A-lister, chances are you will not bargain for your $2+ million. There's exceptions, obviously, where some people can get lucky and bargain for a bit more money. But that's rare in Hollywood. Like the big name stars are the ones who can bargain for the $2+ million. Sarah. Yeah, and they're all gonna brag. Yeah, Ivan's company blows out of the water, man. I made like he gave me like $5.5 million of royalties. I got my $8.9 million in my base. I made like my millions. Yeah, they're all gonna brag how much my company's in Hollywood. Yeah, man. And Peter will be, yeah, I think you're right. If you pay them a lot of money, they're all gonna work much harder for me, and we're gonna have a better movie. Yeah, you pay the crewmen the rich 150K, the Lord of the Rings crewmen obviously, or Hobbit crewmen, they're 150K. They're gonna work harder for Peter. You don't have to worry about any of your lighting guys quitting on you. You know what I'm saying? They're all going to work hard for you because they're going to walk away with like $189,000 check in their bank. They're all going to work really hard for you, Peter. Sir. Yeah, harder than what they even did for Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. If you thought those Lord of the Rings crew would work hard for Lord of the Rings, Peter, or The Hobbit, they're going to work triple harder for you in this movie because they're making more money. And I'm spoiling them with a luxurious buffet, once a month parties, 3 beers. They're going to work harder for me. $2,000 gift card. They're going to work harder for me. Sincere. Yeah. So Peter, if I hire him, his wife, Fran, Barry Osborne, and Guillermo Toro will help my 17 with the business calls the first year. Sign them to their nice deals, obviously. You guys know how much I want to pay them, obviously. Then Peter will what? Will help me co-write the script. He'll do the concept arts with me, and he'll what? He'll help me sign the crewmen who I'm flying in the first year, like weather workshop, the costume designers, the mask designers, and the people overseeing the extras. The trainer nutritionists will help me sign all those guys the first year, obviously. And it'll also help me with the main things except for separately. I'll have my teammate to call for the sets, and Peter will help me with the main things. Because he's your executive producer, you have to have him help you with the main things, obviously. So the hotel party at the renting the Virgin Dark Hotel for the 2 day party, and the red carpet event. The IMAX cameras, I'll rent a good 10 IMAX cameras. The IMAX camera is going to cost me like $8 million. I did the math the other day. It's going to cost me about $8.3 million around there in costs. It's 16,000 a week to rent one IMAX camera. 16,000 a week, man, to rent. It's expensive, man. They're pretty much the best cameras in Hollywood. I'm going to rent 10 of those. Peter helped me to call us to rent the 10 film IMAX cameras. We called the best company in America. We rent the 10 best film IMAX cameras. You call for the cameras, the lighting equipment, the sound equipment, updating the cameras, obviously, for focus and sound, vision, obviously, and what? And what? As well as the drones, the camera moving stands, the moving gliding equipment. Yes, help me to call for that. They helped me to call for the CGI special effects for what digital to work with. So all the equipment the equipment that all the departments use, we have to rent all that. I'm gonna put a good 410 towards special effects. And the leftover money from the sections in the budget, I'll pour most of the rest of that towards special effects. Looking at probably $450 million worth of special effects. Help me the calls for that. He'll be shot. Holy shit, Ivan. $400+ million. Holy shit. Look at something better than Pandora. Something better action sequence than my Elm Z in Two Towers. Yeah. Horror 3 times scarier than my Or Crime Ring Race, Ivan. They'll make these beings look good, Ivan. Yeah, it looks something amazing. They'll help me with the costumes, armor, and weapons, and the machines for creating the mask. We'll make the calls for all of the. We rent the best machines in the business in America, and we can get the best sewing equipment for custom making the costumes, the best fabric for creating the clothing, the best tools for creating the armor and weapons for the movie, obviously. Some Sarah. Then Peter will help make the call for the food. I want to make the call for the food because I want to know what I'm serving the people, obviously. Okay, Peter, let's make the call for the food. Okay, I'll help you out with that. Yeah, we call the best farms in Switzerland. We buy all the food for the buffet, for the breakfast, for dinner and dessert. We rent the vending machines for the drinks, the coffee, milkshake, tea. Peter likes tea, right? That way he has nice tea for himself when he films, when he's directing, prepping in Switzerland the third year. Vending machine, we buy the milkshake, we buy the soft drinks, and we rent the vending machines, and we rent kitchen equipment where the chefs are going to make the food. Sarah? We buy kitchen equipment where the chefs are going to make the food. We buy kitchen equipment where the chefs are going to make the food. Sarah? Really, Ivan? Yeah, we buy kitchen equipment where the chefs are going to make the food. Where the chefs are going to make the food, obviously. Sarah? But because Peter's cheap, Ivan, you rent a trailer. You don't have to rent a kitchen equipment. We'll save money, Ivan. I'm like, Peter, no, man, I'm not going to have the chefs make food in a fucking trailer. No, get nice kitchen equipment. Professional, top, high-end kitchen equipment where the chefs work in a professional kitchen environment. Don't have them cook food in a fucking trailer like we did for Lord of the Rings. No, man. Have them be what? In a professional kitchen environment. Sarah? A professional kitchen environment. A professional kitchen environment. I know what I'm doing. Shut this camera off here soon. I'm going to, yeah. You'll help me to call for that. We also have to scout land in Switzerland the first year too. So sometime during the first year, I'm gonna go with Peter, Guillermo del Toro. It'll be me, VJ, Peter, Guillermo del Toro, and I might bring my 2 script brothers with me. We're gonna scout land. Peter can bring his wife Fran if he wants. Have his wife Fran come with us if he wants. And we scout land. Bring a good 5-6 people with you, and we scout land in Switzerland. What are the best locations for building all the sets, all that stuff, for filming all that stuff? I'm saying, because I think Switzerland's the best place to film Zanus. I would have chosen New Zealand, but they already filmed Lord of the Rings in New Zealand. That's why I don't want to film there. And I don't want to have similar landscapes that you got for Lord of the Rings. No, I want to have a different fantasy world. That's why I film in a different place. And the best place I can think of right now is Switzerland. I'm gonna film Zanus in Switzerland, obviously. Here's yeah, I mean Switzerland's beautiful. Switzerland's a good place for filming it. Yeah, we can film it in Switzerland. Obviously. Obviously, right, yeah. And then Peter will help me sign the stars, obviously, like I mentioned earlier. He'll help me sign the stars the second year. Early second year, he'll help me sign all the stars. Peter Jackson. He'll help me sign all the stars. As an executive producer, it's good for him to know how much they all make, obviously. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's good for Peter to know how much all the actors are making. He's your executive producer, he's a boss your movie. It's good for him to know how much the actors are making, obviously. So I'm saying. As for Lord of the Rings, he probably was involved with signing the contracts probably a little bit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he knew how much everyone was making for the cast. Because he was executive producer. Executive producers are involved with the contracts and all that stuff, right? Yeah. They make calls for the main things, and they're involved with the contracts too. That's why it's good for Peter to know how much the stars are making. Obviously, right? Yeah. Obviously. So when production starts, if the actors have a problem with their check, they either come to me, VJ, or Peter, or the accountants. Come to four of us. So if there's a problem with your check, which they won't, because I'm putting money to a super advanced payment system, 600K, something high tech. If you have a problem with your check, obviously you can come to me, VJ, Peter, or the accountants. But most people are probably going to come to the accountants because he has he's in charge of the money, obviously. Hence why I'm going to keep saying this: do not pay your actors check. You're handling millions. If you're paying these actors their multi-million-dollar contracts, don't pay them check, man. As if they lose their checks, you have to still pay them, right? Whereas direct deposit is the best way to pay actors, especially if you're handling millions of dollars. Pay them direct deposit. You're paying your crewmen hundreds of thousands of dollars. Pay them direct deposit. That way, they what? They don't have. You don't have to worry about your money getting checks getting lost on stolen. Also, some there. So I want to have an advanced payment system. Have them design an advanced payment system where the account punches in the salary. Obviously, he punches in the term. Okay, he punches in the date. He punches in the term. Okay, 1 year, and then I don't know the 4 million, the 8.9, the 4.5, the 10 million gets divided over the 1 year, and then you get an equal bi-weekly check divided over equally over the 1 year. So the actors should get the same check every 2 weeks because their salary is divided equally over the 1 year of filming. So I'm saying, well, John Boyega gets his $140,000 check. Avon Jojo gets his what? Avon Jojo gets his what? He gets his what? His $100,000 check Avon Jojo. You know what I'm saying? 98, 97 dollar check Avon Jojo gets. Carl Urban gets his what? He gets his I don't know, his $105,000 check. Carl Urban. $105,000 check every 2 weeks. Carl Urban gets. I'm saying divided equally over the 1 year. I'm saying. Don Cheadle gets his like $180,000 check, $190,000 check every 2 weeks. Divided equally over the 1 year. Yeah. So the actors should. I'm gonna tell guys. You guys should get the same check every 2 weeks. If you get a different check after 2 weeks, let me or Peter or VG or the accountant know, and they can fix it. They can fix it up for you sometime, or we compensate you the money. See, right? But I won't have to worry about that because I'm putting money into. I'm gonna put guys. I want you to design. Okay, I want you to design a super advanced payment system for my company. Where like, okay, how much money? I'll put 600K. Is that high tech, Ivan? That's high tech, Ivan. Yeah. The actors get their equal salary over the 1 year. They get their nice check. You feed them a luxurious buffet, and you give them 3 beers once a week. They're working really hard for you. That's why Zane's the best story told in Motion Picture. And yeah, man. You pay actors that kind of money. You serve them a luxurious buffet. And you give them 3 beers once a week. They're gonna work really hard, and you're gonna get an amazing movie. That's why Zane's the best story told in Motion Picture. Yeah, man. And it was this videos. I remember signing up. Peace.